When did my tutor become my nightmare? Matthew was our neighbor who'd been laid off from Boeing after 30 years, and I was the kid crying on my porch over math homework. He'd lost his son Sean in Afghanistan. I reminded him of the kid apparently. Same messy hair, same hatred for math, same defeated slump that screamed, "I'll never get this." When he offered to help, my mom practically cried with relief. Looking back, I should have seen the red flags when Mr. M started calling me the son he was meant to have. But when you're 12 and failing algebra, anyone who can make polynomials make sense feels like a superhero. For the first few months, Mr. M was exactly what we needed. He bought supplies with his severance pay, created these color-coded study guides that made my ADHD brain actually function, and my grades went from D's to B's faster than you could say long division. But it was more than grades. He was the first adult who ever called me gifted, who said I had an engineering brain just waiting to be unlocked. He'd show up to my basketball games when mom couldn't, cheering louder than all the actual parents. When I made honor roll for the first time in my life, I hugged him and called him Mr. M, the math wizard. He literally framed that report card, which seemed sweet at the time. The man learned everything about me, my coding obsession, my dreams of Caltech. 12-year-old me ate that attention up like it was candy. Things got weird gradually. First, it was showing up during lunch to review concepts. Then 3-hour sessions if I got an 88 instead of a 90 because Caltech expects perfection, and your mother clearly doesn't understand that B students don't become engineers. When mom suggested maybe scaling back, he whipped out actual charts showing how my future depended on maintaining momentum and said, real parents invest in their children's future, not just feed them and hope for the best. Mom's face went white, but I was too dumb to defend her. He started calling my friends distractions from excellence, taking my phone during study time, and even showed up at Iris's birthday party with practice SAT tests like some educational Grim Reaper. The moment he said I owed it to him because Sean would have appreciated these opportunities, that's when my stomach started doing that thing where you know something's wrong but you can't quite name it. He began telling neighbors I was the son he was meant to have, and when mom worked late, he'd cook dinner, saying, someone needs to make sure you eat brain food, not the processed garbage your mother calls meals. Everything exploded when I joined drama club. Matthew lost his mind when my grades dropped to a B+. He created an actual contract for me to sign committing to 4 hours of daily study. When mom told him to back off, he accused her of being too stupid to understand what's at stake because she only had a nursing degree, not real education. The day everything went to hell, he broke into our house and found me playing Zelda instead of studying. I'll never forget the sound of him smashing my Switch against the wall, screaming about wasted potential while I locked myself in the bathroom. He pounded on that door screaming, "Sean died for ungrateful kids like you. You're throwing away everything I've built for you. I gave you everything. I made you special." I cried, yelling out, "Mr. M, please stop." Like a whip coming down on my back, he said, "Don't you dare call me that. I'm more of a father to you than anyone. I have the receipts, the grades, the proof. You owe me your future." I went out the bathroom window and called mom while he ransacked my room, removing distractions. When I heard him throwing my books and shouting about saving me from myself, I ran to the neighbor's house. The police found him in what was left of my room, claiming parental rights as my educational guardian, with briefcases full of receipts and grade reports. "Officers, you don't understand," he kept saying. "I have documentation, 3 years of investment. This boy is my responsibility. His mother signed permission slips. That's consent to my guardianship." They found printouts of apartment buildings near Caltech with "Our New Home" written on them, enrollment forms listing him as my father, and hundreds of photos of me at school, at games, through our kitchen window. In his car, they discovered a notebook detailing my daily schedule and a plan to relocate before high school ruins him. The restraining order says 500 feet, but Amazon packages still come with SAT prep books mom burns while I watch. Now I'm a senior, studying theater tech, still second-guessing every B+, still hearing his voice when I choose fun over studying. He still sends letters about visiting after I turn 18 that fill me with both dread and happiness. The sick part? Sometimes I catch myself wishing I could show him my grades, because even now, that 12-year-old who was finally gifted still wants Mr. M to be proud.